Hey everybody, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. This is Tarot with Isa, and today we are going to do a special messages from spirit. So I'm just kind of gonna let the vibe flow and see the messages that spirit has for you today. Okay, so I'm gonna pull a couple of oracle cards, but I'm mostly gonna do tarot to deliver these messages today, and maybe I'll get an angel message too. So if you want, we're just going to start out by taking a look at the cards that are here. These are the Wild Unknown Archetypes cards, and I have three different stones here. I have Amethyst, which you can see here. Okay, amethyst is a very healing stone, especially for the physical body, the mental body, the spiritual body. We then have this tiger's eye here. If you guys can see that, hopefully you can see it. And then we have Unakite, which is like a green, and it's like, I don't know, almost looks like there's a little bit of carnelian in there. So I'm going to read how those will help you and support you. So that might help with you choosing what stone you would like. This one with the amethyst really can support your connection with spirit, the most high, God, whatever you want to call it, your spiritual life and your crown chakra. Okay. This is believed to be protective as well. It enhances our serenity, tranquility. It helps to relieve insomnia. And it's also good when it comes to hormone production. Okay, so if you have any kind of imbalances, then that stone is incredibly supportive for you. Now, the tiger's eye is associated with our root chakra, and it's a stone of peace, and it's helped to keep us grounded and determined. It wards off bad energy, um, and also uh, I think concentration. I think concentrating, which I guess I need right now. All right, and then the last one we have is the euconite. Again, beautiful stone. I love this stone. I think it's so pretty. That stone is really good for our heart chakra, to open up the heart chakra and our well-being overall. Okay, so changes, love, opening up to love, helping us like physically relax, and what else promotes something else. Hold on, let me grab the card really quick, guys. Okay, I have to put on my literal readers. You know when you hit that age and you're like, oh my god, my readers. Okay, this actually can promote reunion. So if you are missing somebody, wanting to get back together with somebody, something to that effect, this stone actually can promote that coming back together. So those of you who might feel the twin flame vibe might choose to choose this particular stone. Okay, I don't necessarily have piles because I'm going to shuffle as I go. I'm really just kind of let myself be led in the direction that I need to go with these messages. Okay, guys. So I'm just going to give you a second to choose here. And now I just want to say really quickly, if you feel like there's more than one or you really can't choose, I always say just listen to both. That's how I do. Sometimes I get messages from one thing and then I'm like, yeah, not all of it's really, I'm not feeling the powerful resonation with it. So I will go to the second one that I was feeling too if I felt like that was a toss up. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put the links in the description box and in the comments for you guys so you can jump to the reading that you feel best suits you. Use your intuition on these. I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much for watching. Let's dive right in. Bye. Hello, pile one. It's great to see you. Thank you so much for being here and choosing this pile. This is the amethyst. So if you chose the amethyst, this is going to be your reading. Okay, I'm going to stick this right here. And you guys have the box. Wow. Okay. So the box really is an invitation to look and see. It's so interesting because it's almost coming across as a pyramid going this way for me. So I feel like this is kind of the coming out of the box period for you. And if it's not the coming out of the box period for you, then I feel like this is an invitation to come out of the box. There's something here about you being in a cycle or spiraling, like a spiral in a cycle that just keeps kind of repeating itself and keeping yourself in some sort of box, or feeling like you need to be fitting into a box to um, like in a creative way or make others happy or go along with the system, right? The white picket fence, the house, the kids, the, 2 point whatever kids, and like, the Volvo. Okay. So I feel like there's this element of like wanting to break free from the box, because these colors all around it are indicating to me that it's like you want to paint something new and something different in your life. And I feel like spirit is saying, I'm inviting you. I'm inviting you to color outside of the lines, to draw outside of the box, and understand that the box is a gift as much as outside of the box is a gift, right? There's a lot of lessons we learn when we're inside of this box, but there's so much more freedom outside of the box. So I feel like some of you have just been doing like the mundane, the everyday, what you're supposed to do, and you're bored and tired with that. And I feel like it's time. It's time to break out. It's time to explore outside of this box for you guys. I'm going to go into this book too, since this is a really new deck for me and the meanings of these are like deep, deep, guys. I'm gonna read a little bit from the book, okay? So I can give you a little more depth on how they would like to bring the box information to you guys. It says, we all live in boxes to some degree within the confines of a box. This archetype represents everything that is known, anticipated, and expected. It holds us in place while simultaneously holding us back from our greatest visions. The box is sneaky, insidious, and everywhere, limiting us at the most unconscious levels. It is built of layers upon layers of social constructs and pressures. Yeah, look at that, with like all the little squares. And it feels like a pyramid, like it's going up, like a pyramid would. Breaking through its confines requires awareness, continued effort, and bravery. And that's where I feel like some of you, this is where the message is important. This is about being brave. It's about breaking through, um, like your fears, okay, and having an awareness. And I feel like there's an awareness stirring in you, pile one. I feel like there's an awareness or an awakening that's happening, and you're starting to read things and see things that are giving you a different perspective, and it's making you feel like, I no longer want to be in this box. And that's why I feel like this is the invitation for you. This is the invitation to throw your fears to the side. It's giving Aries. So you could be Aries or have Aries in your chart. Aries is the fool. It's taking a leap of faith, and you can't see what's going to happen, but this is a trust the process type of thing too. The box may appear as expectations from parents, a well-paying but heartless job, the pressure to look or behave like others, or simply to stay small. There is a box around you now made of some type of confining thought. What is it? The box shifts and morphs as we grow. This is part of its multi-layered nature. Once you break through one layer, another will present itself to you. Keep going. Breakthrough and exquisite life requires it. So I feel for some of you, the message is that like you want something different and you don't know how to do it. Like you've felt stuck. And the box is like excellence, right? Tony Robbins says this. There was just something I listened to recently, and Tony Robbins was saying, "Hey, you can live a a life of excellence, or you could be magnificent, right?" So maybe you've been living an excellent life and there's nothing really wrong with it, right? There's nothing wrong with your life. However, you're looking for something that is magnificent. And now is the time when I feel like many of you want to take a leap of faith, but it's like, I don't know how. I don't know if when I step out on that ledge, something's going to catch me or not? So I definitely feel like there's that holding the self back. And there's layers of discovery. You're peeling back an onion here. Like I feel like you're seeing things online, you're seeing TikToks or whatever, and like something's opening you up in a different way. You're starting to like peel back layers. And maybe you're challenging yourself and wondering, has this all been what have I been doing all of this for? Has this all been for nothing? What if I change all of this up? What will happen then? Right? Now, when this is a light attribute, this talks about structure and order and logic. So you could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, very, or, in your head, right? Or a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, very structured. But you want to be in the Aries. You want to be a fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. You want to break out of the box. Structure's great, order's great. And there's not a lot of fun in that, right, guys? So when this is a dark energy or this is the dark attribute, there's limitations, rigidity, judgment, and fear. So have those things been coming up for you? That's what I'll ask you guys. Has any of that been coming up for you? Maybe you've been feeling judged or very judgmental, feeling the fear, or that you're so limited that this box is so hard to get out of because you feel like your hands are tied. Everything in the box is what you know, and everything outside of the box is what you don't know. And it's comfortable to stay inside the box. But this card is saying now is the time to choose freedom because you want that freedom. I feel somebody coming out here. Literally, I feel somebody coming out or going through a change. You know what I'm saying? A physical, you may be choosing a gender at this time that you feel suits you, or something in your life that is it's gonna rock the boat. It's gonna rock the boat of a lot of people in your life. Because I feel like a lot of you don't want to play small anymore. And you don't want to just be an excellence. You want to be the most magnificent version of yourself, too. This is a time of expansion for you. It's destabilizing too if you're moving outside of this box. A lot of people might misunderstand you, they may not get you. You may not even get you at this time. But the box is a beautiful thing, and it's a beautiful process to break out of the box. So I feel like you guys, you're like no longer fitting the mold, okay? I'm getting really strong Egyptian studies, things like that. Egyptology, I'm getting really strong. Okay. Studies of the ancient past with you. I'm getting symbols too, symbolism. Okay. So, really beautiful energy. I feel you struggling to break out of the box, breaking the mold, showing the world what you're made of. And I feel like you're beautiful, colorful people. You can do that. You know what I'm saying? You can do it. You just got to decide if the reward is worth the risk. Okay. Really interesting, y'all. Really interesting. Let's take a look at some astrological energy for you. Let's take a look at your dominating energy, what Spirit wants to say to you. Tell me the energy most supporting pile 1 at this time, or change that they're going through. What's the message? What's the message for pile 1? The 12th house. I'm going to leave these. Okay. Surrender. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. So, surrender, my loves. Here we go. So, this 12th house talks about our subconscious mind, baggage from the past, karma, dreams, having compassion for others and for ourselves. This is about prayer, going into the Akashic records. I feel like many of you are really, again, I'm getting that outside of the box thing, exactly what this message is talking about. You're really in this place of like, what is the mystery? What's the mystery? Can I talk to angels and all of these things? I feel you're really interested in your spiritual life, which makes a lot of sense because you have the amethyst, which is your crown chakra, right? Thinking outside a box, using your spiritual life to support you, seeking the things that are not seen, healing, spiritual healing. You could be healing a lot of traumas at this time, and I feel like the message is to keep up the good work. It's time to surrender all the things, all the old stories, all the old things that have held you back. You're developing very deep psychic skills for many of you. Many of you are starting to pray, or really connect with spirit in a different way. Dealing with your subconscious energies here, big time. And I want to say this, I feel like for some of you, it's time to forgive yourself. There's a lot of things that we can't control, and there are many things that we can control. So I feel like this is a time of deep forgiveness, or you're being asked to forgive yourself and others if people have hurt you, if you feel like people have made you feel stuck or they've held you back. Forgive them and then forgive yourself for choosing those people. I feel this deep, like 5 of Cups energy with some of you, that you feel sad, like you've missed your opportunity somehow. You're sad. It's like 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups, like that regret, some sorrow, some type of deep sorrow I'm picking up for you guys. And I feel like there's just this different version of you that's coming. Okay. I feel like there's just a different version of you that's coming, and spirit is saying, yes, keep coming, keep going. Okay? Keep going. We see you. So keep going. Okay? I'm going to get a rune for you guys. I'm going to get a rune. I'm just trying to let the messages come out, guys. Um I am a psychic sensitive, so I just want to channel messages for you. Okay, you guys got the Manez. And I am probably not saying that correct, but these are runes, and I definitely got to break out my book for this. So give me 2 seconds to see if I can find this lovely little creature. And they did not make these easy. I will say that. They did not make these easy to find. Okay, give me 2 seconds. There we go. It's the meerkat. Okay. And it says, The intelligent meerkat finds joy in family and kin. Each individual contributes their own strengths to the betterment and success of the clan and society. Lessons learned by one generation are then passed down to those that follow, continuing to strengthen and protect the clan. As much as Mana speaks of the joy of clan and kinship, the ruin represents the rational mind and intelligence rather than emotions and instinct. When you're presented with this rune, it is time to leave emotions behind and turn to the rational. It references the seed of divine intelligence in the human soul and our united collective potential at this time for the mind, memory, and learning. So, focusing on mind, memory, and learning at this time is powerful for you guys, okay? Your keywords here are humanity, awareness, society, and learning. So, again, I feel like this is the consciousness of the planet, and I feel that's part of your purpose. And that might be why you're in this particular stage of awakening, of getting out of the box, and why you have the 12th house of surrendering, because this, you know, can very much, this, like I said, healing, spirituality, the subconscious mind. And I feel like that's something that's waking up in you, and you have a desire to share that with other people, with the community, and even finding your tribe at this time, so that you can share that with others. I feel like this is part of your work on the planet. So I'm getting very heavy Aquarius energy, because that is Aquarian energy. That sharing the message with the entire world, right? To unite the world, or to educate the world, or to pass down this information. I feel like I feel like you're going to find a spirit guide at this time, or a spirit guide is going to reveal itself to you. It's kind of making me want to get an extra card. Let me um let me see real quick, guys. I'm having like a moment with this group. So, there we are. I found it. Okay. Let's see what Ascended Master is coming into your life. Let's see what Ascended Master is coming into your life. What Ascended Master is going to be supporting pile one at this time and coming into pile one's life? What's the Ascended Master? Thank you. Okay, Archangel Michael. Wow, powerful. So this is also like Ganesha. This is a protector, a remover of obstacles. So Archangel Michael really wants to support you at this time, guys, to help you break through and conquer any of your fears. I'm also going to read this for you. Okay. It says you're already qualified to take the steps toward what you want for your desired outcome. And you have what you need to fulfill your dreams and your purpose. Okay. So, again, going back to like you finding your purpose, getting outside of your box, not wanting to conform anymore, and bringing these messages out to the collective. I feel like that's what your purpose is. You're powerful visionaries, and I feel like you could maybe see things too, like you have your visionaries, so you can see like things that maybe other people can't see. This card is telling you that it's definitely time to start making a move on this energy in your life. And this is taking action without hesitating to take the action. This card, Archangel Michael also helps people who are light workers, and he helps you to cut away any like fearful attachments, helping you to fulfill your life's purpose. So you can really call on him for like clarity and motivation and courage and protection, because that's exactly what Archangel Michael is here for. And I feel like you guys are already like a very courageous bunch, but if you feel that fear, because I do sense the fear, then this is the perfect time to ask for that support. Okay. Let's see what else. Let's see what other message I've got for you. I'm going to get a native spirit card. What do we have for pile one? What else does pile one need to know? Ooh, grandfather sky. Okay. I feel like you guys, some of you, I feel like you do connect with angels. Um, I feel like you're the kind of people that, like, I know it sounds silly, but like you love the earth. Like you cherish things like the sunsets and the sunrises and things like that. Like I also get astronomy or astrology, that you guys might study that, okay? And this card talks about like reaching up into the sky for your dreams, having a lot of energy and vitality, your health being really, really good. So if you've had any concerns about your health, I see healing and I see a lot of energy here and you expanding. And the sky really is the limit. You're a healer, you're a channel. Many of you could be a channel. And now is coming the time when you're really stepping into this and practicing this. You can sense energy fields. This card, it's the kind of card that says you can sense energy fields. Your ability to, your psychic abilities are increasing, or being able to like sense energies. You're going into a cycle where things are expanding for you. And this is about the not holding back. Like all of these cards kind of are an indicator to not hold back. Okay. You're made to gather the tribes. You're made to like be here for a specific reason, to help others who might be inside the box. Because I feel like you're getting out of the box and you're showing others how to get out of the box. Okay. Also, Grandfather Sky talks about like struggling to meet others' expectations. Again, going back to the box. So some of you could have struggled with like feeling like you have to do what's expected of you, or, like you have to be a certain way. This card reminds you to honor your own needs so that your energy field doesn't become dull, because when you're always giving to everybody else, you're draining your own energy. So now is the time to set those powerful boundaries and not let your energy become drained by things, places, people, and not even letting yourself drain your own energy. A lot of energy will come to you if you express yourself, if you get free. Grandfather Sky is an invitation to let the powerful spirit come through you and work through you, and in divine flow, in divine creativity, and let it replenish your soul. This is also an invitation, like if you feel like you're far away from spirit or God, whatever it is for you guys, you can go stand outside and like connect with Grandfather Sky by like reaching out your arms to heaven, taking that time in silence. Because I feel like sometimes there's so much busyness in your life, pile one, that you don't get a lot of like silent time. So I feel like this is an invitation to get outside, be silent, sit with the spirit, like converse, open your arms to receive. I feel like you guys give so much that often it gets challenging for you to receive. Okay. So I do feel like this is an invitation for that. I'm going to put this over here. Let's go ahead, and I want to get another card for you guys. I have so much cards on my table. I'm like shifting everything around. All right. Let's see what's getting activated in you right now, or what needs to be activated. Show me what needs to be activated, or what's getting activated in pile 1. Oop, oop, oop. I'm going to take the communication, and I'll take the root chakra. Okay. Let's start with the root chakra. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. So again, you know, root chakra is that energy that gets everything started. This is the beginning. This is like the Ace of Wands. This again, Aries energy, the Fool card, fire energy. So I feel like what's getting activated is the passion, the energy to take this journey right now, the spiritual journey. And that's kind of what I feel like you guys are definitely on. You're thinking outside the box, doing outside the box. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired, pile 1. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. The next one we have here is communication. 14 ends up breaking down to a 5. There may be some troubles that you're having communicating your thoughts and your feelings to other people, or you're struggling with this in some type of relationship with somebody. So I feel I'm picking up like at odds in some important relationship in your life, pile 1. All right. It says the frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth, and to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. So I feel like it's like taking everything. I feel like there's something powerful that you're communicating, and it's going to require you tapping into your heart chakra. And also, right now, I think what's being activated in you is that thing that we talked briefly about. I think it was like a judge kind of energy, of like a balancing type of energy, of like letting something be in your heart space before you make a judgment about it, right? Seeing from other people's perspective, compassion, forgiveness. And I feel like that's going to really support you having like a balanced form of communication here, okay? Because there's something, I'm getting something about a disruption between you and friends or somebody that you really care about, and the need to communicate that, have a conversation in a way that is not, that would make somebody feel as if they were being listened to by um you know, like a soft spirit, like an angel. You know what I'm saying? Like they felt held, they felt safe, they felt protected. Okay. Because with the with fiery energy that I pick up from you guys, I feel like, you know, like you could tend to come across wrong to people. I feel like you tend to come across wrong to people, but your intentions, your heart is always in the right place. You just sometimes have issues, pile 1, with how you say something. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And if that logic or that passion or something overtakes you, you're not trying to hurt anybody. I feel like something happened here. You're not trying to hurt somebody. However, somebody feels that way. And this is something that, like, I feel like what's being activated in you is the softer edge that will help you in your ability to communicate with others, because first you're running it through the heart, your own heart chakra. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Because, guys, I'll just be reading these cards sometimes and I'm like, I said, what are you talking about? All right. I'm going to get one more card for you guys. What does pile one need to know right now? What do they need to know? What are the special messages for pile one from Spirit? Please give us the messages you need pile one to hear. After I get this one, I'm going to move on, and I'm going to pull some tarot, okay? There we go. Manifest. And you see how it's like a road? You see how it's like a road here? You're on this journey, right? And there's something big that you're manifesting here. And with the moon reveals our fears. It also reveals our subconscious. It's our spiritual energy, Cancer energy. So you could be a Cancer. I feel like you're on this journey to becoming the most powerful spiritual version of yourself. Something is changing here. You're manifesting a door opening. So there's something, there's like, expect some door that's going to open for you. That's going to lead you on the path of your true path. I feel like that's what it is. Like, you're manifesting this thing. Your desire is ignited here to manifest the path that you believe you are truly supposed to be taking in life, that is leading you to your purpose. This is a big purpose group, and your purpose is to heal others. I feel like either you are about to have experiences that are going to make you a powerful healer, or awaken that powerful healer in you and get you out of this box, or you're already on this journey and you're manifesting something huge here. Okay, a whole new life. It's a whole new life. This is really powerful. Okay, now let me see. I think I'm going to go with this deck. This deck is called the Tarot Magic deck. Tarot Magic deck. Love this. This is like one of my brand new decks here, and it's one of my favorites. So tell me the special messages here. I have the smallest hands ever, y'all. I promise you. I need like tiny little decks. I can't do these big ones. All right. Let's get 3 cards here. Let's see. Special messages for pile 1. What do you want them to know, Spirit? What do you want them to know? Yes, Ace of Swords, clarity, a brand new beginning here. New energy, mental clarity. Big ideas coming. You might be manifesting some new beginning here that involves very big ideas for you. Feminine energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Like I said before, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini was heavy on this reading from the beginning for me. You have the 9 of Wands, Sagittarius energy, and the moon. Okay. What you don't see here, I think, pile 1, is that where you may have felt that things in your life are messy, your mess is your message, pile 1. Your mess is your message. Your mess is your message. And here I see you talking about it, speaking about it, thinking about it, writing about it. You guys could be doing podcasting, something where you're getting on a stage, you're getting in front of people. That's what you're meant to do. You're meant to take this powerfully designed journey that you're on and help others to wake the planet up and get people out of their boxes. What other message? Thank you. There we go. The King of Swords. Okay. King of Swords is the communicator. And what do we have here? Communication. So heavy on the communication. I feel like there's a breakthrough that's happening here for you. Okay. If there's again, here we have, 9 of Wands is really like kind of wounded soul for me energetically. You might feel the fear of sharing these vulnerable things with people, these hurts, these pains, these traumas, these things that have happened to you. But this is actually what your purpose is in life. Your purpose is to heal others by way of you sharing, by way of you healing you. But you can't do that when you're still seeing yourself in this Nine of Wands, this broken place, this victim place, okay? So I feel like that's part of your getting out of the box, is coming to the sudden realization that nothing changes unless nothing changes. Okay, pile one. So very strong Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy here, Sagittarius. Really super powerful here. I almost feel like I don't really want to pull any more cards for you guys because I feel very complete with these messages. You're going through a humongous shift in energy, and you guys get to decide whether or not it's, like you're ready to take this leap of faith. Michael here is saying you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You are incredibly powerful. You have a big message here with the King of Swords. This dude don't play around. He's got a big message. Some of you may have manifested some really big stuff in your life, and that's part of your message, is teaching other people how to manifest that kind of life too. All right? I'm going to get a last message here because I kind of feel complete with you guys. I'm going to get a last message from the angels. What do the angels want to say to pile one, please? What do the angels want to say? What's the message? What's the closing message for pile one, please? There we go. Oh, Cupid. Uh-oh. Don't make me pull more cards, y'all. We have Cupid. All right. It says, we send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this awakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. So I feel like there's like a heart opening, like your heart chakra is really opening here. And by your heart chakra opening, this is helping you to overcome any struggles that you feel with um, putting these messages out here, whether they're on social media, whether they're on podcasts, whether you go into a TED talk to talk or whatever it is. I feel like you guys have such a big heart, and maybe you've been closed off, right? And not really accessing that energy. You've been more in your mental energy. And I feel like a big part of your message is about reconnecting yourself to that loving, that deep spiritual energy. And that means reconnecting with your highest self and your crown chakra, spirit, God, whatever that is, right? So I love this message for you guys. I feel pretty complete. I mean, I feel like we've said a lot here, but I feel like my messages are complete for you guys. I do hope you liked this. If you did, please don't forget to give it the like, guys, the thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Come on back and see me. Okay. I'll see you on the next one. I wish you all the best, pile one. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. It's great to see you. Welcome to your reading. I'm so excited. The first pile was like, whoa. So I'm excited to see the messages that Spirit has for you at this time. This is your pile if you chose the tiger's eye. Okay. I'm just going to set that right there. And this message is from the Wild Unknown Archetypes. And you guys have the king. You guys have the king. So right away, I'm getting the seal and the promise. That's coming very strong to me. So I don't know. You guys, I'm also picking up strong fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you could have that in your chart. So I'm getting like a promise that some of you made either to a person or to yourselves. Um, Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to read a little bit from the book that this comes with. There are like a million of these cards. These are like, you can't remember them. There's just too many. There's too much. All right. So let me read a little bit from the book. It says, The ruler, the commander, the emperor card. So this is very Aries energy, might be Aries, but I'm definitely picking up fire energy, okay? It says, if our lives are imagined as a kingdom containing the entire spectrum of the human experience, the king presides over all of it. Through the lens of the king, we assess the state of our land, make decisions, and rule accordingly. And I just want to say really quickly, I'm getting that some of you may be, I'm getting backpacking and traveling, like you maybe you want to live off the land or off the grid. I'm getting something to that effect. I'm also getting purchasing a plot of land to build. I see builders, people who construct things. Okay. That's just I am psychic. It's my energetic side note download. You'll get those. All right. Through the lens of the king, we assess the state of our land, make decisions, and rule accordingly. Therefore, the king must be thoroughly and regularly vetted as to avoid corruption. Meaning, you got to have people around to support you so that your ego doesn't get in the way. This is a very strong message about killing the ego in this particular card. I know that for sure. Okay. So, it says, recognize the dual nature of the king. He is either seated in benevolence and strength, guiding you toward peace, or he is oppressing the weak out of a need to control. There is not much middle ground. Some think of the king as the ultimate expression of the ego, yet the great kings of mythology and history serve from an egoless place. They take their throne with grace and humility, knowing the divine uses them as a channel to heal deep and long standing discrepancies in the kingdom. I feel like somebody here could be becoming a father. Okay, you may have some issues with the kids right now, and maybe you're wondering, this is so weird. There's a lot of channeling coming through for you guys. You're wondering if you're ruling with an iron fist. Okay. So if you feel like you're ruling with an iron fist, the message is to be careful of your ego. Are you saying things from a very egoic place? Are you taking stock of how you're doing things, right? Is it just for the greater good, or is it more for you? Some of you, I feel like you're setting powerful boundaries. So this is about the balance between your boundaries, right? Balancing out your boundaries and like not going from one extreme to the other. So I feel like some of you might have some issues with that. I'm getting the strength card, Leo energy, and that card talks about holding back when we need to hold back. Because if we don't, we will be in our egoic energy, and we might say the right thing, or sorry, we might say the wrong thing to the right person at the wrong time. All right. So I feel like you guys are like natural born leaders, you might even have nobility in your line or something crazy like that. But divine leadership, this is all about stepping into your role as a leader, but understanding what it takes to be a leader. There's bosses and then there's leaders. Bosses tell people what to do, and they kind of push people's buttons and push people around. But a leader is an example. A leader is somebody who steps into a position and people look up to that person. So I feel like you're the leader in your group. You're the one who a lot of people look to for answers. They look to you for answers. They look to you for leadership. And sometimes that comes with people get into their egos, right? So this, I feel like this is saying, recognize when your ego needs to be put in check, humbled, right? Be powerful and yet be humble. It's a beautiful card. I feel like you're really the helping hand. Like you're the one who really, really helps people. Okay. But you're very grounded here. This is all very grounded energy. The red, the orange, the yellow. These are your first three chakras. And the top is really your willpower. This is going forward into the world. This is the I will, right? This is Leo energy, the I will, the moving the energy out of yourself. So some of you have a powerful message. I feel like you have a powerful leadership ability, and maybe you've been kind of holding back on that. Okay. When this is a light attribute, it is divine leadership, it's being in service, service to others, right? Serving others in a powerful way. You are the taskmasters. That's what I hear. You're the ones who can do all the things. You can delegate the tasks, and you really, when you give and you serve, it really is from your heart. But the reason this card comes up is because it's a reminder that um, you might need to check that. Sometimes you might misuse that, or you may be surrounded by that. It's warning you of corrupting or corruption because of that. Or being in, like, wanting to be the leader, but then moving to that bossy energy to where it makes people feel oppressed. So I feel like there's something around paying attention to that, okay? Paying attention to that and having balance with it. The king is like necessary energy. They're the bridge between like the physical and the eternal and the day and night. It's necessary for the ego to die, though. There's something around the ego here. Maybe you guys are going through an ego death. And that's a very powerful place to be in the ego death, because it's saying I'm surrendering completely to my life being in the service of whatever you feel your purpose is at this time. You might be on this Dalai Lama, meditation, Gandhi, humble journey at this time. I feel that for many of you. You're very powerful individuals taking your healing. I think you've healed a lot here. I think you've healed a lot of traumas, a lot of, you know, you're awakening into this powerful creative energy, and you're wanting to express this into the world. But I feel like this is a message about the balance of that, okay? The balance of that. So the ego, and once, if a king has divinity and that's broken, or it gets challenged, right? Maybe you feel challenges right now, and you start acting from a place of fear, right? It's like, then you're like scrambling about your image and upholding something. So maybe you're trying to uphold this image of something that you feel you can't do anymore, right? It might be too much for you. It might be too much for you. I feel like you're the group that's pile two. Y'all been strong for a long time. Okay. You've been the powerful leaders doing, I get lonely here. Not that you're lonely, but like you do it alone. You're like, you give me wolf energy. You give me lion energy. You give me, I could do it this all by myself, but you don't have to. And I think that that's the humbling part, right? Excellent leadership is what we're looking at here, and being humble and knowing, like, having that balance, okay? Having that balance with it. Powerful energy. Let me see. I just want to take a closer look at this card. I feel also like you're the group that works with your hands. Like you can work with your hands, or you work with your hands a lot. Like I'm seeing like you're calloused, right? I'm getting farming or wanting to farm, something like that. Like you work outside. Okay. 2, 6, and 4. I don't know why I'm getting those numbers. 2, 6, and 4. 264, 2, 6, and 4. And I'm getting something around 9/11, either the event or the date. Like 9/11 is coming up for me. Okay. Let's put that there. Now, next cards I want to look at for you are the astrological energy. Astrological energy supporting or hindering pile two. Pile two, y'all are a trip. Y'all are a trip. And you know, it's so crazy because this tiger's eye is actually root chakra energy, right? We talked about it being determination, which is also the fire signs. This wards off evil energies, keeping you grounded and in concentration, like your mind, keeping your mind together and being able to concentrate, okay? It sucks, y'all. I gotta like have my readers on. I gotta have my readers on and off all like every second now. It's my eyes. What is up with that? Oh my lord. All right, what's the message for pile two, please? You have the third house. And your third house is perception. Okay. So your speech, social media, going out, doing things, researching, being social, discussions, right? Being in your power. Like dating. So some of you could be dating right now too. But I feel like this is boots on the ground type of energy. I feel like you guys are those people. You're grassroots type of people. You might be doing a lot of like taking your thoughts and putting them into action. I also feel like you're very photogenic, or you take a lot of pictures, like you're very good at taking pictures because you guys have a good eye. You have good like aesthetics. There's a lot of talking I get here, like a lot of talking. I feel like you're the coaches, you're the guides. You guide people. Like the people come to you for good advice, right? I don't necessarily pick up the healer. You heal in a different way. You heal in a different way. You heal through who you are as a person, and people admire you. Group 2, I feel like people really admire you, and they like you're getting followers at this time. A lot of people are starting to follow you. You're the artists, you're the singers, you're the actors, the dancers. You're the ones who express your energy outward, and at this time I feel like it's important for you to do that. Okay, because that's part of your message in the world, that's part of your purpose. It's part of your message and your purpose. I want to see, um, and I'm not an astrologer, y'all, but third house, I think, is Gemini. I think third house is ruled by Gemini, but I guess it really depends what your sign is. If we look at like first house is Aries, second house Taurus, third house Gemini, fourth in and around in the circle. Depending on what your sign is, I think that's how it works. Okay. But I get strong like Gemini energy too. Geminis are really very social people, very dual type of people. They would have skills. They like to have fun. I feel like you're in an adventure part of your life. This is the part of the adventure and taking your skills out into the world. Okay. But in a way, because maybe you have issues with feeling arrogant or feeling like, what do you call it? I don't know. Maybe you might feel like you're doing the most, like you're too arrogant or something if you share these things about yourself, but I feel like you're the beauty that shows up in the world to be the expression, you know? You're the thing that keeps the world painted all the different colors and like that type of energy, okay? So let's see what ascended master is supporting you at this time or working with you and what their message is. What ascended master is working with pile 2 at this time or supporting them? Okay, positive change. Parvati. I love this for you guys. Let me go to my little book. none of us as readers can remember all of these meanings for all of these guys. So, okay. Parvati, positive change. Now, it says the things that you like and that you don't like, they're changing at this time, and you've outgrown a lot of situations in your life. And that may be what the ego thing is about. Okay. You're killing your ego. Maybe you've outgrown your friends or family or people in your life that are not like you anymore, right? You're not all about this social uh, construct in that, like, you're not buying into the dream anymore. You're already outside of the box, and you're making the move to, like, just, like, let yourself outgrow the stuff. And that makes you the influencer, right? You have like the influencer energy. People see you doing things different, and you creating boundaries, and you making all of these amazing positive changes in your life, and they want to follow you. They want to follow you. There are positive developments signaling your spiritual growth, and some of these situations are blessing in disguise. They're pushing you to make necessary and positive changes. You may feel pushed beyond your comfort zone, and there's a lot of areas of your life that are shifting or in flux. They're back and forth, right? But the universe is trying to steady you and support you and get you ready for the things that you've asked for. Some of you may have been procrastinating or being perfect, like in your perfect energy. I feel like you guys, you want to get it right. You want to look good. You want to all of that. But I feel like this is like you're changing. So you're letting go of that. Okay. Like I said, the ego death, because the ego is always trying to keep us safe and looking good. And, you know, like maybe you were superficial and you're not superficial anymore. You're like checking in and like realizing that. I also feel like you guys, like, this is the time to, like, you're a goal getter, right? So take it one step at a time. You don't have to rush at this time. Parvati is the goddess of the mountains. So again, moving to the mountains, retreating, um traveling to the mountains. I'm getting, again, I think I said that, like, Gandhi, that, um like Tibet, like, I get like big ascended master energy with this, of like meditators, people who meditate, people who travel, people who want to see the world. You may be retreating, meditation retreats. I also feel like right now you need to work on prioritizing things, okay? And with this energy too, this is about being assertive, but not being so overly assertive that it hurts other people or it puts you in that egoic energy. I hope that makes sense. So, also, big for saying no. You're going through big changes, and big changes require big things of us. So I feel like, Paul, too, you may still be working on your boundaries and saying no to people. And hey, nobody knows boundaries and being tough like I do. Okay. All right, fam, let's just keep it a buck. Your girl has had some challenges in saying no, but I'll tell you, it's such a beautiful and powerful place when you learn how to say no, because it's more important to you to love yourself and to have what you want to have in your life than it is to continually give your energy, your power, right? The king, the power away to others, and you get left standing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, I feel like you guys are the givers. You're kind of always like, you're the caretakers. You put out to a lot of other people. You're always, you are a conduit of change, pal, too. You're a conduit of change just by the way you live and the way you do things. You're the kind of energy, your purpose is impacting the world by simply being who you are. Being who you are is what's impacting the world. I would make up that you guys might be projectors. If you look at your human design, you may be projectors, okay? Which is not a bad thing to be. Projectors are freaking awesome. All right. Cool. Let's get a native spirit card for you guys as well. I will read some tarot, but it's very minimal in this reading. I wanted to channel as much as I can with the messages for you guys. Okay, so tell me what pile 2 needs to know. Answering the call. Yes. Yes, pile 2. Okay, so let's talk about this card for a second. Answering the call is you've been called. You've been called to your mission at this time. And you've been waiting for this call. You've been waiting to, I feel like you've been like, I'm here, I'm waiting. I know something's going to change. I'm waiting for it. I know that I am success. I know that this thing about me that makes me special, I can do something with this, right? And you've been waiting to find out what that is, and now it's time to answer the call because the powerful shift is calling for you and the wait is over. Your authentic life is happening. If you've been hoping for a sign, this is it right now. Your guides and your ancestors and your loved ones, they're sending you message of love and healing with this card. You've been called, and a gateway is opening for communications from the spiritual realms. Now and in the days of ahead, you're supposed to look for signs at this time. The signs from spirit are going to be like all around you, and you're just got to look. If you've been asking for a sign, this is it. This is it, that things are about to change for you. So if you had stagnant energy, if you were not in your power, if you, felt like maybe you're abusing your power even, this is all shifting. This is all shifting for you. You are the change makers. You're the way seers, and you're being called. Life is ruled by signs. And, this card reminds us that native, you see the rainbow here, the good times are coming for you guys. I know it might be rough. I feel like with this water, it's showing me like a lot of emotions. A lot of you have been through really hard times. And maybe that's made you the other side of the king, okay? The ego, the protecting itself, right? Because you're sick and tired of being sick and tired with people. You get tired of giving. You get tired of feeling taken advantage of. Um, you know, forgot to take my amethyst away. But you may feel that energy. So I feel like this is a sign. The luck is coming. The good days are coming. And, Native Americans are always looking for signs in everything, especially in nature. So I feel like go outside, ask for a sign, look for a sign. And if you needed one and you said, God, spirit, whatever, I need a sign, this is your sign. Okay. The wait is over. You're being invited to step into the joy of the moment and stop waiting. Now that you know it's time to make some shit happen. Stand in the here and now, like connect with spirit, be present, and know that whatever concerns you have, you are ready for this. You're ready for this big, powerful change, this new journey in your life. Follow the signs. The miracles are coming. Okay? Look for the signs. Feathers, pennies, rainbows, something in the sky. Listen to your dreams, watch your dreams. Messages from spirit are coming for you guys. Messages from spirit. And I feel like you guys may have that connection without even really understanding it. I feel like you guys are the ones, like, you get the downloads, right? That's why you have this, because you're leaders. What you say and how you are is powerful. And I feel like that's part of your purpose, is to be used in that powerful way. Like when you get dreams and signs and these things, I feel like you guys can almost be like, show me a sign. And then it happens, right? Show me a sign. And like right there it is. So really beautiful energy for you guys. Now I have these rune cards. These are very interesting little cards. with all these little sort of animals and symbols and signs on them. So I'm going to grab one of these for you guys too and see what the runes are saying at this time. What message do you have for pile 2, please? What message do you have? I feel like it's time. That's what I hear. Okay, you have the Tiwas. Okay, I know that I am not saying these right, y'all. These are like in Nordic, okay? And your girl don't speak Nordic, all right? So you have the eagle. This is so interesting. Um, these are like the neatest little cards. Let me find the eagle for you. It was like right here. Here we go. Okay, so the eagle. The eagle is about balance. It's also about seeing things from another perspective. Like I have read this card, so I do remember that. And it's about the like this could be also your spirit animal for many of you. This is about widening our perspective of the world and liberating ourselves from like really tight sort of personal views. An eagle can really see like all over the place, the entire lay of the land. You know, and this also talks about higher consciousness and benefiting that, like using that justice and that higher consciousness to benefit the world, right? So again, taking your powerful leadership skills and guiding and supporting others to be leaders. This is like big warrior, righteous warrior energy. And honor is like the defining quality of the eagle. This is a good outcome. If you have a legal issue, this is a good and just outcome for you. This is like the justice card. So good karma, the scales tipping in your favor. You may be asked to get into a leadership position. So there could be some sort of job that's coming for you where you end up being a leader. Um, you know, and also this card talks about making personal sacrifices. And maybe you feel like you've sacrificed a lot for others, but now I feel like this is about taking personal sacrifices and making them for your own benefit, for your own good. And doing what's right, having courage for like stepping into worthy causes. I feel like you'll be very victorious when it comes to worthy causes. And this is about victory, sacrifice, loyalty, okay? Showing up for yourselves and showing up for others, all right? Very, very beautiful energy with this card. Have you guys ever seen an eagle in the wild? Yow, guys, it is one of the most magnificent things you will ever see in your life is to see those birds are so big. I mean, they are huge. They're like the size of my table. I know you guys can't see the size of my table, but they're ginormous. Okay. So let's get an activations card and see what's being, I'm going to actually shuffle this way. See what's being activated at this time, what energy you need to activate or what's being activated at this time for you. Pile 2. There's, okay, I'm going to take them. I got 2 for the last one, so I'll take this. Okay, yes, look at that. Authority and consciousness. Using your higher consciousness for authority, like using it in the right way. All right, let me read these for you. Got to put my doggone readers on. Jesus, this age is kicking in, honey. Consciousness. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. So this is like taking all of that all of that consciousness and bringing it into reality with authority. I feel like you guys are deeply spiritual, but I don't know that you always share that. And I don't know if it's because you think you're weird, maybe you hold back from that, but I feel like you guys have a level of consciousness that like people don't expect it from you. They don't expect that from you. With the 17, it adds up to an 8, and it's giving me real like 8 of swords. I feel like you hold back from this energy. you guys sometimes self-sabotage too. I get like self-sabotage. But I think that you hold yourself back because you think that you can't make an impact in the world, or you think that you're not powerful enough, or what you say isn't important, or something to this effect, okay? But I feel like now is the time for you to break into, like, get into this consciousness and begin to share this with people in a powerful way. Because I see you as the conduit of bringing down, like, I see you like channeling information. I get crystals really heavy with you guys. Like, I don't know if you have a lot of them or you use crystals. I see somebody using crystals to do something, like channeling energies, or like uh using them as part of your consciousness, your streaming consciousness, like you channel. I feel like you guys can channel really hard. Okay, the authority is the 10 card. The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. Right, it's balanced. It's balanced. So that's what we talked about. I get you, some of you meditate very much so, and you're into human design. I get that. I also get people who study yoga. Again, I'm getting like a lot of like like Eastern philosophy type stuff that you study, or maybe you're a Buddhist, or you dabble in that energy. But this is reminding you how powerful you are, but there's a very fine line of when it becomes too powerful, when we're too direct, when we're standing in that in a way that's not productive. Okay, so it's about channeling this consciousness powerfully in a way that is loving, receptive, and wise for other people, to help them to wake up, and so that they can stream that same consciousness and step into their own power, right, awakening their own power within themselves. I feel like it's weird. I keep seeing like a dam and a bridge, like you guys have been holding yourself back. And part of that I think is because of fear, but the other part I think is because you've been waiting. You've been waiting for a sign to do something, to say something, to like take a next step. Okay. All right. Let me get another card here. And then I'm going to pull a couple of tarot for you guys. What else is the message here that pile 2 needs to hear, please? The message for pile 2. The message for pile 2. Adventure. I said that in the very beginning. So yeah, you guys are going on some cool adventures. I feel like some of you are doing some deep diving with yourself spiritually. Some others of you, I feel like this adventure is you literally like on the ocean, on the sea, undersea, in the water. I see you like scuba diving, but I feel like you're at this place in your life where you're looking for the fun. You're breaking free. You want to ease up the energy. I feel like a lot of pressure from you guys to perform. Like maybe you have a very stressful job. You're the boss, and you're like pressured to perform. So I feel like you're in adventure mode, and I feel like this is all about exploring what you're actually capable of, because pile 2, you're capable of so much more than I think you let yourself be capable of. I feel like you're the group sometimes that you hold yourself back because you think you need to dim your light to make other people feel comfortable. And I feel like this message is saying, look, you don't have to make anybody else feel comfortable, right? You can be powerful, but you get to do it in a way where people still feel comfortable anyway, being themselves. You've already broken the mold. You're already outside the box. That's why people want to follow you. They like you. They like you. They copy your style. They have on your sneakers tomorrow, all that kind of stuff, right? Have you ever seen those people? You get some new kicks and like suddenly they're wearing it. I love it. All right. Let's get a couple of tarot and see what additional messages I have for you. And then I'm going to close it with an angel card. I always like to do that in a lot of my readings. What are the messages, additional messages you have for pile 2, please? What are the important messages you have for pile 2? This is the Accurate AF Tarot, guys. There we go. I wanted 3 cards. I wanted 3 cards and I got them. All right, you have the Tower. You have the Tower. You have leadership success, King of Wands. Okay. This is Scorpio, Aries energy here. And then you have the Fortitude, vitality, and courage. So you have the Strength card, Leo energy. As I said before, I got very strong fire sign. There's a big change here for you. You have 2 majors and 1 pip card here, okay? And it's not a regular old pip. This is a King of Wands. So I feel like you're being called to step outside your box here again, right? King of Wands, the Leo card, the Strength card. This is, you know, about how you say things, right? Holding back, you've been holding back your power, holding back the thing, the beautiful thing that makes you special in the world for fear that you're going to be disruptive to other people, I feel like. And what's happening here is that you're like, I'm not holding myself back anymore. I think you realize this. You feel like you cause conflict, but you don't mean to. All right. You're the group that I think I said this before. You feel like you're always the shit stirrers, right? You're the shit stirrers. You put on your shit kickers and kick some shit. That's because you care about people. This is all about how you do that, the way that you do that. Okay. I also feel like there's people coming into your life that are going to support your change that's happening here. You're going through like a rebirth, a reawakening. I feel like you guys have come through a lot in order to find your voice, to find your power, and to stay in that. And I feel like you've had to invite a lot of people out of your life on behalf of that journey at this time. But it's going to be okay because new people are coming here and they're going to support you. They're going to support you. This is about having the courage to step into this power and change. It's going to ruffle some feathers. Some people might not like it, but who gives a shit about those people, right? Your people are your people. And if they're no longer your people because life is a big cycle, then the new people are going to find you. Okay? I also see somebody coming into your life that might be really significant for you, and this feels very unexpected. I'm actually going to clarify this. I'm not clarifying all of these readings, but this one I feel like I will because I want to know if this is like a romantic thing. I see a lot more energy and excitement in your life in the coming year here too. Feels like this whole thing is about a powerful shift for you. Tell me about this King of Wands. You guys are really good at selling things as well. You may be really good at selling things. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Okay, there we go. Getting some shit done. Taking some action. No longer procrastinating. 5 of Cups. Some of you are getting over somebody. All right. I feel like you're getting over something in your life. And I feel this huge realization. Yeah, 9 of Wands. So I feel this big realization that you've held yourself back a lot in life. And like maybe you're dwelling on that, like what happened before. And I feel like you're being called to trust that right now, like it's time to move forward. Okay. It's time for you to move forward. You can't dwell on what already happened. Tell me about the Tower. Some of you may have made a decision that feels like, I don't know if I should have made that decision. And I'm going to tell you, yes, because I feel like this is the message. I feel like you did the right thing. If you're wondering if you did the right thing, show me more about the Tower. Yeah, 2 of Cups. Some of you might have separated from a soulmate. So I'm going to say this person needs their own stuff. It might be hard to hold back from talking to this person. Tell me more about that. Yeah, You have a lot of love for them. They love you too. Queen of Cups. Give me another card. Tell me more about the strength. Queen of Wands. I also feel like they're not trying to come. I feel like they're just respecting your boundary. That's what I want to say. Give me one more card, please. Okay. I don't know why. You guys are more affected by a relationship. Pile one was not necessarily affected by anybody. Yeah, the Chariot. I feel like somebody wants to move forward with you. Look at that. The freaking Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This person sees you as like their person with the Ace of Cups. Oh my God, y'all. Look, okay. You might have separated from somebody because there was something going on with you. You were going through this change. You were focused on your boundaries. Maybe they were, all right? But I feel like you may be stuck in that like repetitive, like it keeps coming up in your mind, you know? And I feel like you're being asked to let go of that. Move forward. Do what you need to do. Don't regret making an important decision for yourself. This person will be back. This person, they care about you. They like you. You don't see it. There's the moon. Could be dealing with a Cancer, could be dealing with a Taurus. We have Cancer here very much, or they have that in their chart. Okay. We also had Scorpio and we have Leo. So somebody thinks the world of you here and they're not mad at you. Okay. They're not mad at you at all. The Six of Cups is right here. This will come back to you when it's time. All right. So the sorrow, the regret, did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong? Was I too in my masculine or my feminine? And like, I feel like you guys have a concern about that. And I just want to tell you because it's important to you. It's coming out now. Don't be concerned about this. You have an answer here. The answer is yes. Okay. Yes. I feel like this person is coming back. You're overcoming some pretty big obstacles. Like I said before, a lot of you have felt like you needed to hold your power back because it's too much for everybody else. And you're overcoming that. You're stepping into your power in a soft way, in a way that is like leadership, like we've been talking about. Okay. All right, I feel pretty complete with this reading, but I'm going to go ahead and get an angel card for you guys. Let's see what the message, what's the message for pile 2, please? What's the message for pile 2? The angel message, child. Oof, some of you might have dug into your wounds recently. Okay, we have the child. It says, you care deeply about children and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you, including yourself. Okay? Including yourself. So I feel like this is just a message for you to make time for you. And that may be why you made this decision. And this was tough. This is a Two of Cups. It's definitely a soulmate energy. But what is meant for you, my loves, it will always come to you. Right now, what you need to focus on is the change that you're making in your life. And a lot of times when we're doing that, we're making hard decisions. But it's okay. I feel like this is going to come back around for you. All right? You're having a breakthrough here. And your breakthrough is in success. It's going to be successful for you. I feel like if you are like a boss or you run your own business or you're in social media, I see a lot of success coming toward you. I see a lot of success coming toward you. Some of you may have had to stop doing something that you liked or you loved. But I feel like this is coming back in a different way. There's an evolution that's happening with you. And when it comes back in a different way, you're going to be in a different place when you fire this up again, and it's going to be successful for you, okay? Because where you're operating now, it's not going to do that. But now is the time to nurture yourself, love yourself, be tender with yourself. All right? So that's what I have for you, pal 2. I really hope these messages helped you. I hope they support you. If they did, please don't forget, I work off the likes. That keeps me going here. Please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the all notification bell. It'll tell you every time I am uploading. Thank you again for being here, guys. Bye. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. I am so excited. The first two readings were totally amazing. So I'm excited to see what comes out for you guys. This is your reading if you chose the Unakite. I said Euconite before, but it's Unakite. I got that wrong. So the Unakite was again the heart chakra and the stone of well-being. So if that resonates for you, this is going to be your reading. It's also a stone of love or opening up to love, um, physical balance, improving concentration, if I can talk, and reunions. So I feel like already your energy is like focused around love. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. I'm gonna put this here, and you guys have the judge. The judge. Wow, powerful card. So let's read a little bit about it. This is the critic, the diplomat, the advocate. So I don't know if you guys are like really hard on yourselves. Like I get like the inner critic being really loud with you. And I feel like you're on a journey to like silence that. You guys get really in your head or something like that, maybe. Okay. So it says the judge has a really important job, and they're working every waking hour of every day, helping us discern what is safe, what is true, and what is just. When this archetype remains unconscious or is captivated by fear, wise discernment turns into painful judgment of self and others. So I feel like already I'm getting a really strong download of like the messages that you guys have trouble trusting your intuition, and you may not be able to discern when it's intuition or when it's just your mind. Okay? So I'm getting like strong trust issues here. And the dark side of that is that you take that out on yourselves or other people. Okay? And this may be something that you notice that you're working on at this time. I feel like you're hard on yourselves. Judges' energy can be the seed of racism and bigotry and fear mongering. This is the judge out of balance. When the judge is out of balance, they're building walls, they're separating from other people, other kinds of people or other types of people. So maybe I get the sense of like you cutting people out, or but in not a healthy way, or people doing that to you. You might feel judged and ostracized, and like what you say and what you do, it doesn't matter. You don't fit in anyway. And that's like, I get like real self deprecating kind of energy from you guys. And I'm not saying this for like bad reasons, right? We're having this reading to wake up, right? We do readings so we can figure out what we can't see. What's the subconscious, get beneath the stuff. So I feel like you might be walled off or closed off, which is perfect why we have the heart and the heart opening. So I feel like you isolate. You might have a lot of trauma. You guys might get really triggered by stuff. I'm getting fight, flight, fawn, freeze with you guys. You could also be a Libra. The judge may be found advocating for civil rights causes, standing up for the underdog, providing resources for those in need, and forgiving again and again. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Y'all done been walked on. Yes. You guys might be shut down because you're always forgiving. You're always seeing the good in people. You guys are the mind. I love y'all, okay? Strong Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy here, but like you guys are the mind. You're very, very intelligent people. You know facts, okay? You know facts. You probably get into arguments with people because you're like, I know that I'm right about this because I read it, I know it, I studied it. It's facts on hood, right? You guys ever watch that guy on TikTok? He's like my favorite. I forget his name right now, but he's always like, he does these funny TikToks of like Harry Potter. They're so hilarious. It's like Hood Harry Potter. You got to find him. I think it's called True Wag, True underscore Wag or something like that. He's like my favorite. Anyway, but you are the guys. You could actually be in law, be a judge, do something around civil rights. You could be a social worker, something like that. You are those who help people. You are those who want to see justice. You want to see fairness. Things affect you in a different way than they affect other people. I think you're affected by the world events as a whole as opposed to like individual things, individual people sometimes. You advocate for others, you fight for others. You're the person who's got your friend's back. You're the one that ain't playing around. You're taking your earrings out and you putting Vaseline on both eyes. You're ready to fight. You guys will fight a bitch, right? Excuse my language. Y'all will square up because you believe in what's right and what's true. You believe in fairness, and I feel as if you feel like life has not been fair to you guys. You feel like it hasn't been fair, so you're shut down a little bit. Your heart's shut down a little bit. That's why you got this. That's so interesting. Okay, because I don't like pick these, I just deal them out and I put them on the table and I put the hearts and I go, here you go, right? And I just put them as they are. So I love when spirit does that. Love is the deciding factor for you. Awakening this archetype is essential for the complex times we are in. Get your judge in order. The world needs you, judges. When you're in your light attribute, discernment, advocacy, right actions, true compassion for others. When it's dark, you're critical, you're punishing, you're unforgiving, and you're building walls. So what walls have you built, Pile 3? Pile 3, what walls have you built? Are you walled off? Are you open to love? I know you don't want to get hurt again, right? I hear you. I literally hear you. Is there somebody that you're punishing? Are you punishing yourself? Are you not forgiving yourself? Are you not forgiving others? Okay. This is Osiris and the balance of Ma'at, if you know what that is, or who that is, I should say, the white feather of Ma'at. Now the judge's energy is totally contagious when the judge is not shut down, when the judge is not building a wall, when the judge is not taking things out on themselves or being overly critical of themselves or others or punishing themselves for making mistakes, right? You guys are contagious. But when you feel judged, your walls go up. When you feel accepted, the whole world can soften around you. Now, it's interesting because, Gandhi was a lawyer and he practiced silence one day a week to hone in on his discernment while he was on his revolutionary path. And that's what made Gandhi powerful. The fact that he could illuminate his own inner judge. He could see the world and go within himself and say, okay, here's what I need to change, right? I feel like you guys have that capability, but if you're in that darker energy, that dark attribute, it's hard to do that. It's hard to look at yourself. It's easier to look outside yourself and make judgments. Okay. So I feel like what's being highlighted here, if you're working through that energy, is to continue to soften, because I get it. You guys have been hurt. Like y'all have been hurt. Like some of you devastated, hurt by people you opened your heart to, and they made you feel weird, right? Maybe they were critical of you. Maybe they punished you. Maybe it was a parent. Maybe it was a friend. Maybe they didn't forgive you. I feel like some of you have an energy of like, they won't forgive me. Forgive yourself first. Forgive yourself first. Okay, guys? Now, now, let's move on and let's look at your astrological energy. Okay. Oh my gosh, I feel so dizzy. I have to keep putting my readers on to read things like fine print. It's so horrible. And I don't want to get laser surgery on my eyes because I work behind a computer. Like, what's the point of that? So many people are back in the same spot like 2 years later. So, all right, let's look at the astrological energy that's helping you, supporting you, or that you need to work with at this time. Where's pile 3 at astrologically, please? Ah, there we go. Mercury. Oh boy, you know Mercury be bringing them changes, being misunderstood. I feel like you guys are those who have been misunderstood, but you're powerful people. You've got, great ideas. You love collecting and gathering information. You love to wonder at the world. You have curious minds. You love learning things. You might be going back to school at this time. You love to take your analysis, right? You might be Virgos too. Some of you may be Virgos. You like to compute the things and then give people information. You have great ideas. You're good with your words. You're incredibly intelligent, brilliant people, and you have an awareness of the world that other people don't have. And you can see what's wrong in it, what needs fixing. Like you guys are good at looking at something and going, it needs this. You can taste something and say, it needs just a little more sugar. It needs less of that. All right. I feel like there's a lot of times that you get misunderstood. And maybe it's because people don't always like what you say, because it makes them have to face themselves too. It makes them have to face themselves. But I feel like that's part of your gift. You work really hard. You do think you're very sweet people, very kind people. But when you're not, you can be very critical. You can be very standoffish. And I think that's like the thing that we're needing to, part of your message is paying attention to that, right? Opening up. Because the world, your purpose is that communication, right? You're the ones who start you are the MLKs, right? You're the MLKs of the world. Injustice, people disparage, like you're the people fighting for people that have food and shelter and water, and why not resist this system? You know what I'm saying? You're the Bob Marleys, you're the reggae music of the world. And I love people like you, and that's a gift. That is a gift. You're the revolutionary. Okay, the revolution will not be televised. It's not going to be televised. This is a word of mouth revolution. You're an educator. Some of you might be teachers. You could work in law, in the systems, like I said, social work, stuff like that. You could have that kind of job. Okay. All right. Let's find the ascended master that's supporting you the most at this time. We have the twin flame, Engus. Is that how I say it? I think it might be Engus. Let's see. Oh boy. Some of you could have been really affected by a twin flame. I feel as if guys, some of you are really closed off. And I feel like part of the message is it's time to open up because there's a beautiful gift that you guys have of being able to communicate things in a way that people learn from you. You're the teachers, right? And you're doing yourself a disservice when you're closed off for fear of being hurt. Let's take a look at Angus. This is a Celtic god. He helps twin flames and soulmates meet and enjoy harmonious relationships. He helps lovers resolve arguments. He has a magical harp and healing kisses. If you're inquiring about a particular person, if you came here because you've been deeply distraught and hurt, like I feel like yours is really a love reading more than like messages from spirit about like you and your purpose. But I feel like your purpose is stifled because of a pain of a loss here or something around a twin flame. All right, you may not be in communication with this person, and that's why this is coming. It says the person you're inquiring about is a twin flame or a soulmate. You will soon be with your twin flame. Keep your heart open. If your heart is closed, you cannot meet this person, or maybe they cannot come back. Okay. Stay positive and follow your guidance to manifest your prayers about your love life. Angus, this card indicates a twin flame relationship, which is the deepest form of romantic love. And I feel like that's what you guys are looking for, and you feel like you deserve it, right? Karma, the judge, Libra energy. It's the judge energy. That's karma. You deserve that. And you do, 100%. Because I feel like you guys have selfishly given. You help others so much out of the goodness of your heart. And I feel like somebody shut you down. Somebody shut you down. To form this partnership, you have to follow your inner guidance, learn personal growth lessons, and have patience. You get to wait for divine timing. I feel like some of you maybe push and you're moving out of time. So that's part of the message. If you want this, then be patient. Your life will go to a new level of love and light once you are rejoined with your twin flame or joined with your twin flame. All right. I feel like some of you could have had a falling out with this person for some reason. You had a falling out with them. Okay. We'll put that there and then put this here. And I'm going to get a native spirit for you guys. Tell me more about Pal 3 and what their special messages are, Spirit. What are their special messages? Special messages. What's the message for Pal 3? Offerings. Ooh, look at Stonehenge right there. Stonehenge. I don't know why I can't talk today, y'all. I don't know. Some days are better than others. You know what I mean? Some days are just better than others. All right, let's see here. All right, so this card basically is reminding you that you're a gift to the world, okay? That you are special, that everything about you, the universe is grateful for. This is also reminding you to have gratitude. Also, offer to your ancestors, okay? Like, I'm getting ancestor offerings. Maybe you do that, or maybe you need to. Maybe you need to remember those who came before you. I feel like you also need to remember your greatness and remember what makes you special. Because sometimes we get disconnected from that. The judge is very heady energy. This is very mental energy. So the offerings is saying, look at the beautiful sunsets. Reconnect with that amazing, incredible, beautiful part of you that's still standing after all these things have happened here. Appreciation gives us gratitude, and gratitude opens up our heart chakra, and so more blessings can come to us. Maybe you need to make offerings, like I said. Offerings were made like by the Native Americans to the sun and the ocean and the earth and the planets and the animals and to all the things that have been created, right? And they're made with appreciation, extreme appreciation, and like the gift of life. So I feel like true gratefulness, like your work is in gratitude, your work is in the little things, being grateful for the little things, right? Because I feel like that's an energy that you guys can easily tap into, but maybe you're so closed off right now that it's hard for you to be grateful for the little things. Life is sweet, right? That's what the bee tells us. The bee tells us we can work with other people. Life is sweet. Life is very sweet. The honeycomb, that there's abundance, that there's blessings coming toward you. But when we're closed off, we can't receive that. I feel like you're a big why. Why? Why does this happen to me? Why? So I feel like this is an awakening reading for you guys. This is to get you to remember how sweet life really can be. And even though lessons can be hard, they are awakening something very special in you to help you, to help others. Okay. Find what's good in every moment. You can have happiness and peace beyond like anything you've ever imagined. And this is a reminder to tap into those simple, special things that are all around. Okay. And use gratitude. And whatever you appreciate in your life is going to expand. So be in discovery of what you're grateful for at this time. What are you thankful for? The people, the situations, whatever's been challenging, right? And when you do that, you access this part of your heart that becomes wide open, and then all of a sudden, miracles start happening. This is really a card that says, don't forget that everything is possible, but you got to believe it first. So I'm reminding you today, don't forget to believe. I know that some of you have built walls. I know it's been hard spiritually for you. This is why we got the twin flame. The other readings were very spiritual. The suggestion here is to make an offer that nourishes your soul. If there's a particular place or something like that, maybe you want to leave some fruit there, like a place that you like, or flower, you know, an offering to spirit, to maybe an old ancestor, or just to the earth itself, and cultivate gratitude, okay? And giving thanks for that, for the beauty, for the animals, for the things that we already have. All right, pile 3. I feel like I'm going in on you guys, but I mean, these are the messages that I'm getting. So I got to just stay true to form, because it's to help you, it's to support you. Okay, let's see what's being activated in you or what needs to be activated in you for pile 3. What's being activated or what needs to be activated in pile 3, please. There we go. You guys got healing 29. Adds up to 11. Boom. What a beautiful card. So healing. And it says the frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. Some of you literally are going through healing your heart chakra. Some of you are going through a literal physical healing. And I feel like if you had a question about that, the answer is yes, you are healing and you are going to heal. If your health has been struggling, it's maybe because you've been closed off. You've been angry. You've been bitter, maybe judgmental, taking things out on yourself. Watch how you talk to yourself, pile 3. Watch how you talk to yourself, because it's very important to say good things to your mind, your soul, your spirit. All right? You guys are the feelers. You all are feeling. So you may sense things. You're the intuitive in the feeling department. You can feel things. I feel like you're very feeling. Even though you have a lot of mental energy, you feel people. Some of you see colors too. I see that you see colors. You talk to animals and the animals actually hear you. So keep doing that. They listen, they get you. They respond to you. I get Reiki healers here. I get all sorts of like, you know, channeling, healing. Like you channel healing somehow. And you have the ability to balance and harmonize your life and other people's life through this kind of healing. Okay. All right. So I want to get a rune for you guys. These are interesting little cards. I like them so far. They're kind of neat. Ah, you got Perthrow, which is a snake. So I feel like you guys are going through a shedding. Okay. You're going through a shedding. You're going through an opening up. You're leaving an old skin behind. And if you're not, you feel like you need to. You might feel as if you need to leave something behind. And this snake has two heads. This is opening the third eye. The meaning of this card also is opening your third eye. Everything that's going to happen hasn't yet happened. Maybe you're anticipating that, but it hasn't happened yet. You guys live in the space between the known and the unknown, just like this snake. Cosmic and primal laws unfold before her, and she moves between their patterns, playing out her unique journey with the choices she makes at her own free will. Are some of you regretting your choices? Or do you feel like you always like make bad choices? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments. Perthrow, like Elswaz, is a deeply mystical rune and deals with the fundamental mysteries of the universe, such as the flow of individual and collective fate. But isn't that the judge anyway? Doesn't the judge decide people's fate? Are you acting as the judge? Right? Are you cutting things off before it even has a chance? What's going on? What's going on, guys? Tell me. Tell me in the comments. I'm like curious about this group because this is the most interesting reading yet. Okay. The arrival of Perthrow in a reading is a good omen if an outcome is yet unknown. It represents individual choice interacting with fate. There is an underlying joyfulness to this rune. It is also a birthing rune connected to a woman's mysteries, which, given the inherent risks and initially unknown outcomes, is probably why it's also connected to gambling for the ancients. So, gambling. You guys might have luck when it comes to gambling. Some of you might have issues when it comes to fertility here, but I feel like there's luck in that. This is a good omen. It's fate. It's the unknown. It's also the occult. So some of you may be into the occult or practicing things around the occult. Maybe you do tarot. Maybe you're, some kind of worker of some sort, something like that. This could be for some of you may be pregnant. So if you want a pain-free labor, if you carve this little rune into something, into a bracelet or something like that, it'll help you with a pain-free labor. It'll help you with well-being as a mother for your child as well. Okay. It's like a good luck charm. It's a good luck charm. Fertility. Very interesting. You guys have the most interesting of all the groups. This is so bizarre. All right. Let's get another card here for you guys. What are the messages you have, please? Thank you. Heal. Wow. You guys really, the message here is about healing, 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 healing. You may have, I feel like some of you came across a twin flame. I feel like you still cry about this. Okay. I feel like there's a deep pain about this still. Let me put this one here. Um, And with that, it's like something, maybe some of you are having a hard time getting over something that happened in your life. You feel victimized somehow, you feel hurt somehow. Um, and I feel like there is a deep healing that's here, that's coming for you. But what's going to happen is that your heart is going to have to open, y'all. Your heart is going to have to open. You're going to have to break open that heart chakra. You could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as well. And I feel like there's a mirror, that got held up with this twin flame. And sometimes the hardest part is to understand that the mirror is like, it's not just always about everybody else. Sometimes it's about us. And I feel like that's kind of what the judge is saying. Don't be so hard on yourself, but take whatever the lesson is and learn whatever that lesson is for you, and use that in a positive way to create something beautiful moving forward. Okay? Some of you have already united with this person and now you're separated from them and you may be wondering if they're coming back. But in the meantime, the message is to focus on your healing. The message is to focus on your healing. I feel like deep traumas here. I feel like deep childhood, like some stuff that's like really difficult for someone. Take the time for yourself too. Like, I feel there could be somebody here who goes from one relationship to another relationship. I don't know if that's you or a person you're involved with, but take the time for yourself. Take the time for yourself. These are so stiff. I love great cardstock, but when they're really thick, they're challenging. Okay. I am using the Ask Yourself Tarot. I'm gonna get some cards and see what other messages I have for you, okay? I feel like you guys may be going through something physical too. You may need like a physical healing, and I feel like it's coming. You have heal, 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 heal. There's a lot of hurt here in this reading. And maybe just a lot of pain that you're holding on to and stuff that you guys are telling yourself, okay? I feel like you got to stop beating yourself up. People and things come and go. Ace of Wands. I feel like there's a passionate beginning coming for you, a brand new beginning. You have the Two of Pentacles. You're ready to do something new in your life, but I think you're trying to figure out what that's supposed to be, okay? I feel like you guys are the ones hunting for your purpose. You're trying to figure it out right now. I experience you feeling closed off and feeling a lot of pain. And there's so many beautiful blessings on the other side of your heart being opened again. And I know that you're probably afraid to open your heart, right? Nine of Wands, of course. But I feel like you struggle. You often feel like you start and then you can't complete. And I think it's time to ask yourself, at which point do you always give up? You know what I'm saying? Which point do you always give up? You even have the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So some of you are kind of closed off. You're blocking out something, maybe because you don't want to see the reality of a thing. Okay. I feel like I need to get an extra card for you guys. What else? What are the other messages? I'm going to take it. The Sun. Like, all the happiness in the world is available to you guys, but you've got to like create that. You've got, like, I feel like you guys, you're in the space of wanting to open up, but you're also in a discovery phase. What do I really want to do? What's a decision I'm ready to make? Because I've tried and I've failed before, right? But this is a card of feeling determined to keep going. And I feel like that's in you, because otherwise you wouldn't be here in this reading. So strong Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy here. We have Leo with the sun. I feel like happiness is coming for you guys. Okay. Happiness is on its way. But there's something about you finding happiness within yourself before you find it anywhere else, is what I really feel. The healing's coming. Why is this Ace of Wands here? Some of you might be getting a new job. I feel like some of you are going a new direction as well. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Some of you are starting your own businesses. What else? Yeah, Seven of Wands. Okay. So right away, what I get is I feel like there's a very strong Sagittarius energy here that puts you in your, or Aries with the Fool. The Fool just came out. Okay. There's a strong fire sign that put you very much in a standoffish energy. This was to teach you how to set boundaries. This also is teaching you how to believe in yourself. I feel like there's this, you guys go into beat up mode. This took a toll on your self-esteem. Something in your life took a toll on your self-esteem. It could be this relationship, it could be something else. And that in turn has made you judgmental of yourself. And I feel like y'all are the ones that might be wanting to get off the gossip or whatever. Okay, this isn't going to resonate for everybody. If it's not resonating, try one of the other readings. But I feel that way. I feel like you're very defensive because you feel like you have to be. Yeah, some of you got played by somebody here who went in and out of your life, Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, somebody who was narcissistic, arrogant, very much a taker. Four of Swords. You may not be talking to this person, but they did a lot of damage here. Okay, you're still trying to heal from this. For some of you, you're still healing from this. Nine of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, destiny's in your own hands here. So what are you determined to change in your life? Is it this energy here? Is it your future? What is it? Because you have everything here that you need to do that. There's fortune coming to you, but you can't give up on yourself. You can't give up on you. There's a big change coming. There's good luck coming your way. Okay. Why is the sun here? Clarify the sun. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, some money that's taken a while, that's coming to you too. I'm giving you guys some side notes as well. What is the message from Spirit? Clarify the sun. Okay. This also is about determination. And again, the Nine of Wands is here. You might feel like you're about to give up on something. And I feel like, some of you want to give up on love. 10 of Cups. And this is saying, don't give up. Don't give up. It could take some time, but listen, something's coming that's worth waiting for you guys. Okay? Stay the course. Stay determined. Keep your eyes on the prize because it's coming here. It's coming. King of Cups with the 10 of Cups. It's coming. It's coming. I know that some of you are lied to, you were cheated on, you were manipulated, you've been really, really hurt in your life. But what's happening is you're holding yourself back. And maybe that's what this reading is about, that maybe you're not recognizing. Maybe it's hard for you to recognize that you're the only person holding yourself back by judging yourself, judging others, that kind of thing, or being judged by people. Don't let that stop you. Don't let that hold you back from your purpose in life. If people are judging you, give them two of these and tell them to keep it pushing, right? Because who gives a shit? But I get that you guys are uber sensitive because you are I just got clairvoyant. Some of you are very clairvoyant. You have dreams, okay? Because you are empathic, because you're so sensitive, you get hurt very easily. You have a very exterior, right? It's tough. People, think of you as very brash, but inside you're jelly, right? So things hurt you in a different way and you take it personal. And I feel like this whole reading is saying, don't take it personal. Go out there and go change the world, because that's what you were meant to do. That's your divine purpose, is to get out there and change the world. And two deuces to anybody who thinks that you should conform to what they want, or they squash you, or they snatch your self-esteem, or whatever. If that's happening, it's because you're allowing it. And I see a change here. You're wanting to change that. You're determined to change these things so that it doesn't affect you. But what happens is when we go from one extreme to the other, we completely shut down. So I feel like you guys really have like shut down very much so. And I feel like this reading is a reminder to heal that, because the world needs people like you. It needs the revolutionaries. That's what you guys are. You're the revolutionaries. You're the ones calling people to action. You're not just giving them something to think about. You're like, we going down in the courthouse, bitch. We going to stomp. We're going to stomp our feet and make some noise. And that's part of your purpose. Okay. And if you already know that you guys have been through a deep healing, some of you have been through a deep healing, and you're stepping into that power. And the message is to not give up on yourself. Stay the course, because what you're doing, it's going to mean something to you and to the world. All right. Okay. Let's get our final message here. I feel complete with this reading. Let's see what the angels want to say to you, pile 3. Pile 3. What did the angels want to say? Focus on service. Love it. Okay, focus on service. And it says, your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in this stream of giving and receiving in every situation and in all that you do. All right? You are made to serve. So that's what I have for you, Pile 3. I hope this supported you. I hope it helped you. If it did, I work off the likes. Don't forget to give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Come on back and see me soon for the next one. I'll see you guys. Bye.